Hello again and welcome to my ongoing HTML5 The Basics series. In this episode I'm going to cover briefly the UL, LI, and OL tags. In this one I'm going to cover them basically and give you some idea of what you can use them for, but I'm not going to go into any depth with using them because you can do some really crazy, hacky, amazing things that I'll cover in a more advanced series in the future. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you. We'll start with the UL, which is the unordered list. You can think of this as bullet points. And the way it works is you create the tags like this, and then you're going to put inside of them a bunch of LIs. Now, it can be any number of LIs. Once you load that, you'll see that it's a bullet point. So it's very simple bullet list. Now you can change those styles using a few commands, but in reality, it's probably most useful once you remove that styling and make it not a bullet list, and then you can actually do all sorts of crazy things. You can make sidebars out of it. You can make navigation out of it, all kinds of stuff. And this also applies to the OL, which I'm going to show you right now. Now, the OL is, I guess you could say, basically the exact same tag. It just works in a slightly different way in that the OL is an ordered list instead of an unordered list, and that means that it's going to be a numeric list. As you can see, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, simple as that, and it will continue to count up basically until it can't count anymore if you just continue to create LIs. Now, there's something that a lot of people don't know about OLs and LIs. You can add a value tag to it. And the cool thing is you can give it a value and then watch what happens. It skips. So it's super useful if you are trying to get a specific number to appear. And a lot of people just don't even know it exists. No one knows you can even use the value attribute on an LI. Now, of course, obviously, it has no effect on a UL. But on an OL, it's actually very useful. And that's the general idea. Once again, like I said, there's ways you can do like navigation bars with them. You can do all kinds of really cool stuff with LIs and their parent tags. Now, in HTML5, there is one that I should probably touch on. It's called menu. Now, the idea of menu is to release the OL and the UL tags from kind of our hacky development. The idea is they deprecated the menu tag from HTML4 because HTML4 had its own menu tag that did something completely different. Then they reassigned it to HTML5 as being basically identical to a UL without a bullet point automatically. And that's actually convenient because it lowers our usage of CSS on these specific tags, and also allows the UL and OL to be used kind of what they're supposed to be used for. Now, the menu currently is supported by basically no one, and as you can see, at best it falls back to a UL style with an indentation. So keep that in mind. That in the future you'll be able to use this tag a lot more once browsers begin to support it. But it is officially part of the HTML5 spec, and I think it's fairly important because, while, functionally I can show it to you easily, but when it comes to actual usage, I can't do too much to actually show you that. But the general idea is there, and I'm sure it's easy to understand. So I hope you learned something. Peace.